Hey ladies, so this is Laura Toy with Love Between Two Women, and today's discussion is wrapped around one of my subscribers that has been with me for a while. She sent me an email, as I told you, all you guys could do if you wanted to contact me by email and have me to discuss something that is passionate for you and share my opinion or my perspective. So I'm just going to read a little bit of the email to you guys, and then I'm going to discuss this particular email. Her name is Rainne, by the way, and she's also a blogger. So she's a writer, she writes articles on her blog. So I'm going to put her link below so that you guys can check out her blog too, because she also writes on relationships and different topics that I know you guys are going to enjoy. I certainly enjoyed reading what she has to say. So she said, "Hello Toy, great to see you back doing videos. What an inspiration you are. I have been with you for some time now. Hard to believe you're single. Smile." And I'm in line with that statement. I heard you say on your videos that you were in another relationship, but it also did not work out. I don't know about you, Toy, but breakups leave me feeling drained. After each breakup, I start believing I would never find someone for me. And not being a youngster was a concern for me. What is your perspective on that? Okay, so let's start at the very first part, which is after breakup, you feel drained. That's very commonplace for that to happen. Oftentimes we can, feel mentally, emotionally, and physically drained by a past relationship. So in addressing that, I want to talk about, first, there's nothing on this planet that does not happen for a reason. Okay? So, we may think that, we've done, totally right by this person, probably have, was loyal, faithful, committed, encouraging, inspiring, motivating. But had you stopped to think about someone in your past, and it didn't have to be your recent past, it could have been your distant past, so far back that you totally forgot all about that person. You could have been a young adult, and you was just out there, doing your thing, and you didn't want to, commit or settle down, and that person really did want to settle down with you. And so in the end, they wind up hurt and drained and exhausted and everything. And what universe says and karma says is whatever we put out, we have to get it back. Only thing is, karma never says when it's going to come back. Just says it's going to come back. And oftentimes we could have long forgot about, something that we put out there in the universe. And, when we feel like, we're doing right, we're doing the right things, we're all settled down, we've matured, we've learned some things, we're being kind and considerate and loving and warm and supportive and nurturing and all of this stuff to this current relationship. And no doubt that you probably are. You probably have been. Well, that relationship isn't ready for you. And so, just as they walked in your life, they walk out of your life, right? And yes, that can leave you very drained and burned out and exhausted and hurt. Okay, so the next part that I want to address is that you feeling like you will not find someone for you. during this time of singleness, if you're single, this is the ideal time, to realign yourself with your spirit. I am a spiritualist. I am not a religionist, meaning I don't do religion. I do spirituality. I believe in, cleansing the heart, mind, and soul. I believe in chakra cleansing. I believe in spiritual baths, salt baths, detoxing, removing toxics from my life, from my mind, from my body, from my spirit. Okay, so this is an ideal time to clear yourself, clear your spirit, clear your mind, clear your heart, clear your soul, clear your thinking, right? And I am going to actually, I make my own bath salts, right? But I know that there are some YouTubers on here that show you step by step how to make bath salts. I'm not probably going to do tutorials or anything like that, or not too many of them anyway. So I will find a link for a tutorial on making bath salts, and I'll put it down below along with Rainne's link to her blog page. Okay, so in taking salt baths, it is going to detox you. It is going to relax you. It is going to open up your channels of clarity and of thinking, of your crown chakra, allowing you to think more clearly and make better decisions. At least that's what it does for me. I add different essential oils to my salts that will allow the aromatherapy to allow for these things to happen in me. So, with that being said, once you clear yourself and your own energy and your own space during your time of singleness, this would be the ideal time to write. You're a writer. You're a writer. So it's easy for you to just write down what you desire and write it in detail. And don't really focus your mind energy or your imagination or your belief system on the physical aspects or the intellectual aspects. Yes, you want to list those too, but you want to go a bit deeper in your desire for a partner, for a mate. Do you want her to just be a companion, meaning somebody that you can be around, travel with, go out to different functions with, stuff like that? Do you want her to be a partner, meaning, you all are trying to grow together for a long period of time? Do you want her to be a wife? Of course, that's a deeper level of commitment. Write down such things as how you want to receive touch or embrace from her, how you want to receive affection, be it kissing or a deeper level of intimacy. Think about where you would like to meet her, and some things that you would like to enjoy doing with her. Just basically think on that deeper level of thinking, and write it down. Write down possibly when you would like to meet her, right? Or preferably where. And make sure you keep this list handy and meditate on it often. Like, I would say the way that I do things is I use my belief system, my mental system, which is my imagination, my emotional system, which is feelings. So when I'm doing my writings, I'm believing that it's going to happen, or that it's happening in the right now, because you need to think in it as if. in the right now that it's happening. I use my mental, which is my imagination, to imagine whatever it might be, whether it's a relationship, finances, a new home, a new car, more prosperity in my career, more money, whatever it may be. And then next, the biggest part of this is I apply the emotion behind it. I feel what it's going to feel like to be with my ideal partner. I feel her smile. I feel her embrace. I feel, her laughter. And so, I feel her in my presence. I do all of these things in advance, and you can do the same thing too. And of course, keep her in the right now, and do this process a few times a day for only like 2 to 5 minutes. Go through that, imaginary belief and feeling system a few times a day, and you will notice that she will show up really quickly in your reality. Now, also write down about yourself. What changes you are making about yourself, what you're going to bring into this wonderful, delightful relationship between you and your new partner, and what's going to be your ongoing goals for you to work on individually and collectively. The final part of the email said, one second. The final part of the email said about age. Here's what I feel about age. Love does not have an age. Love is so ageless that it is that one powerful energy that created this world, created the planets, the stars, the moon, the sun. Love has no age. Love is the same thing that brought us out of slavery. Love is the same thing that brought us out of bondage, brings us out of poverty. It thrusts us into prosperity and into great careers and into loving, warm, cultivating relationships. Love is ageless. Now, yes, you do have to set some limits. You have to set some limitations to, someone that you're going to be dealing with. Of course, you don't want her to be too young, because she still has, her youthful life or her young life that she needs to experience. She needs to make her mistakes. She needs to mature, things like that. Also, you may not want to really, be involved with someone that's too much older, because you may have objections to that. Well, to that I say, to each his own. Do what makes you feel good. Once you write down your ideal mate, if you have an age boundary, like a start and a beginning, minimum and maximum age, put that in your desire journal. Call it your desire journal, or whatever you want to name it, right? And put that in there, and talk about, even be as detailed as her health and your health. Is she vibrant? Is she, up and walking around? And, or is it okay that she has disabilities? Is it okay that she struggles? Everybody has flaws. You're not going to get around that. We all have them. But let's say that you need to be as detailed as saying it's okay if she is bipolar, as long as she's on her medication consistently. So jot those sorts of things down as well. And just, write me again and tell me what happens. So that's my final thoughts on that. Rainne, thank you so much for sending me an email and requesting this conversation. Actually, I will be writing a piece on Rainne's blog. If I don't write it, then I'm going to do a video and she will just upload the video. I'm so honored that she has asked me to write an article on her blog sharing my perspective and my opinions. So that's all I have for now, ladies. Like I've always said in my previous videos, I thank you for taking out your time to listen to what I have to say. Number one. Number two, if you have found this particular video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If it's not quite for you, that's okay. Don't give it a thumbs down. Just go ahead and leave the video. You know, maybe sometime later in life you'll come back to it and you say, yeah, that's for me. Now I'll give it a thumbs up. And if you have someone in your family or your friends or your acquaintance, associates, whatever, they may be in need of this message too. So if you don't mind, share it on your social media. It costs you nothing to do it. You know, helping always feels so great, even if it's just simply by sharing a video. Lastly, if you are a new subscriber, if you are new to my channel, watching this video as one of the first videos that you've ever watched, and you found it helpful to you and you want to stay in touch, you want to, you know, be the first to receive an email that says I've uploaded a new video, please go ahead and subscribe. Okay? Thank you so much to my new subscribers. I did see your messages on some of the videos that said you were a new subby, so thank you so much for subscribing. I hope that I'm always able to bring you the best content when it comes to love between two women. As always, if you have a topic that you would like for me to discuss or a Q&A, feel free to send me an email at lovebetweenthe2women@gmail.com. So that's lovebetweenthe2women@gmail.com, which will also be listed at the end of this video. So thank you so much, and you have a delightful day, evening, or morning.